What up, tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please, let's hurry up and get to 100K, and then I can do a 24-hour long stream. We'll have a party. There'll be cake. I'll invite some of you. It'll be a good time. Let's get to 100K. Hit that subscribe button. I see in my analytics the majority of you are not subbed, so now that my regular YouTube spiel is over, we've got some more Foundations drafting. Yeah, so this is more akin to a core set. Remember, so the cards are going to be maybe a little bit more toned down, a little bit more vanilla, so to speak, although I don't actually know if I've seen too many vanilla creatures in this format. There is the 12-8. That's vanilla, I guess. Vanilla meaning it has no abilities, right? It's just like a 4-mana 3/3 type of thing. Anyways, we don't have much time in this pack, but I do know this one. I've played against it. It is absurd. 4-mana 4/4 Trampler. Whenever it attacks another target creature you control, gains +X/+X and gains Trample, where X is that creature's power. So red-green bomb. The issue is red-green is a little bit awkward in this format. It is the 4-power matters deck, and oftentimes you run out of gas, I feel like, but I haven't played red-green. It's just my experience playing against it. Like, if I just have a couple of removal spells versus the red-green deck, they're usually pretty screwed. But we'll see. Animist is quite good. Definitely splashable. We've gotten past a Balmor. Bite Down. Snare Spinner's quite good. Beastkin Ranger's okay. So you'll notice a lot of reprints, right? A ton of reprints in this pack. There are a couple of new cards. But yeah, as a core set style, you're going to see a lot of old cards and more vanilla-y cards. Balmor might be the highest upside pick here, but I think I'll just stick with one of these green cards. Probably the Bite Down. This is a punch for 2 mana that at instant speed. Can't really go wrong with that. We'll stay open, stay safe. Fabloom Trick rather is a pretty good blue card. I guess I haven't actually played with it or against it, but 2 instant speed 1/1 flyers with some random value of a tap down is kind of nice. Indrik, you'll note, is a reprint. 6 mana 4/4 that fights if you want to when at ETB, not bad. Healer's Hawk, quite good. Let's see, Pick's still good in this format as well. Cheap to do and good value. Bushwhack, there is an elf theme, although I have not seen that be good. Or rather, I forced a mono green deck of elves on stream, and it did not fare very well. I think Bushwhack and Indrik are both decent. I think Bushwhack actually used to be an uncommon, right? This was downgraded, downshifted. I kind of want to take the whack over the Indrik, although I could stay open and take a non-green card here. But I guess Indrik's good enough. There's classic Overrun. Cat Collector is really good. 3 mana 3/2. ETB, make a food. Whenever you gain life for the first time each turn, create a 1/1 cat. That card is just fantastic. Arcane Epiphany is great. 5 mana, draw 3, instant speed at its base, but there are wizards in the format to make this cost less, including the Micromancer, which you'll note as another reprint. Lots of good 1 mana instant sorceries. Helpful Hunter, great. Elfsworn Giant, pretty good. 5 mana 5/3 reach with landfall ability of just making 1/1 tokens. Colony, another good versatile creature you can play on turn 2 if you want to, or you can play it later as a 4/4. I hate Overrun. It requires just a setup of getting a bunch of creatures and not trading. I actually think the Cat Collector is the best card here. I'm going to take that. Stay open. Another Bite Down, another Micromancer. Heir Apparent's a fun one. They're common, so you can draft quite a few of these, actually. In fact, if you missed it, I drafted 5 of these in my very first draft of the format, and we got to 7 wins pretty convincingly. Berserker's pretty nice. Whenever you attack, target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains menace until end of turn. That's pretty good for the red-green deck. That seems like a really nice pickup. Brazen Scourge and Eager Truffle Snout, both decent. Let's take the 3 mana 4 power creature here. Here's another decent one, I think. 4 mana, 4/3 with Ward 2, and then it gets bigger if a creature's died at the beginning of your end step. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, it's put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Some of the creatures, you can target other creatures. Again, my concern is that red-green is a little bit sus. I think the boots could actually be good as well. Goblin Borders is a 3 mana 3/2 that can enter as a 4/3 if you have Raid. It's probably an okay curve purpose card. I think we just take the Wary Thespian here. Blanchwood Armor is cool. I don't think worth picking. Firebrand Archer is more so for the red-blue deck with Balmor and whatnot, but of course that entirely just depends on how many instants and sorceries you've taken. Okay, Beastkin Ranger's fine. 3/3 Trampler for 3 that can turn into a 4 or greater power creature should the trigger get met. Bushwhack Wheel, that's good too. Okay, I mean, our deck's looking fine. Back to my initial point, though. My concern with red-green is that a lot of times it doesn't have the cards that care about... That's a nice wheel. Cards that care about having 4 power or more, or you run out of gas quickly because a lot of times you don't have too much card advantage. Like there's Garrick's, what's it called? Uprising in the format. That's the 3-mana enchantment that when it enters and whenever you have a creature with power 4 or greater enter, you get to draw a card or something. Split the skulls and split the spoils. Lagak. Okay. Archmage of Runes. 5 mana, 3/6. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, draw a card. That card is pretty good. What is this? Creatures you control get +10/+10 and gain vigilance. I don't think that card is good. I think that is just 10 times worse than Overrun is. Probably going to just be taking the Burst Lightning here. Archmage does seem gross. Downfall reprint is good. Oh, Eagle. Another Wary. That's pretty funny. Yeah, another Burst Lightning. Okay. Well, we have a lot of cheap interaction now, so I can't complain about that. Ooh, Swiftblade Vindicators in the format. So we pick up a nice Llanowar Elf here. If Llanowar Elf wasn't in the pack, Cavalry would be pretty good too for our big creatures to gain haste. Reinforcements is sick. Red-white is really good in this format. That was my very first deck. And yeah, like I said, we went 7 wins. So is this format going to be an all-timer? No, probably not. Core sets usually aren't. There's not just a lot of depth to them. Generally, you're going to have, if you play a decent bit of Magic like I do anyways, you're going to have exhausted the things that you can do within the first 30, 40 drafts. That's a lot, don't get me wrong. Maybe even first 20 drafts, really. But, you know, it is what it is. I like Seismic Rupture. 2 damage to each creature without flying. If I'm going red-green big things, generally that's not going to kill as many of my creatures, presumably. And there are some really good go-wide aggro decks in the format. I kind of like taking this. Unicorn's really nice. There's a green-white +1/+1 counters pseudo theme in here. Okay, I'll take one of these giants for the top end. There's Overrun again. This card, I don't know how to feel about. I think it's decent, but I don't think it's something you need to take early or very high. X damage to a creature, and then you make a number of 1/1s equal to the excess. So really, you want to be tapping out for this card, right? But if you need to kill a 3/3, you need to spend 6 mana to kill it and make a 1/1, it's like kind of whatever. I think I want the Wary Thespian over the Overrun. I don't think our deck needs Overrun, but we do need early creatures. This is a nice one. Oh wait, there's another bite down here. And actually, Courageous Goblin. This might be the first one we've seen. This is the 2-drop that you want in red-green, right? Other than Ruby. But yeah, whenever this attacks while you control a creature with power 4 or greater, it turns into a 3/2 menace. Punch. Good 2/2. Bite. I have a decent bit of removal already. I think I just want the 2-drop. That's crazy. Another Blanchwood Armor. Creatures you control the chosen color. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, this only pumps power, not toughness, so I don't know if that's actually good. I have 5 instants and sorceries, but this is just another random 2-drop if we want to. Yeah, okay, I'll take another 2-drop. Nice, the other Berserker Wield. I think we want that over Thespian 3 or Evolving Wilds. How good is Grow from the Ashes? Probably worse than Campus Guide. Oh, Cavalry Wield too. Alright, we're getting a lot of the good stuff. So Archer's cuttable. Orders are cuttable. Pack 3. We've got a Zul Asher. 2/2 ward. Can cast a zombie from your graveyard this turn. Not going to be doing anything. We're just taking another Burst Lightning. That's our 3rd one. But yeah, as you'll note, there's really not many ways to get card advantage in red-green. Excuse me. Brass's Bounty. Hey, there's one of the 2-drops you're really looking for. Nessian Hornbeetle. Another Llanowar Elves here too, actually. Oh, this is going to be a very easy 16 land deck with Bushwhack and Elves and maybe second Elf. I'm going to take the Hornbeetle, though. This is another really nice one. 4 mana, 4/3. When it enters, return a permanent from your graveyard to your hand. Nice. Shivan Dragon. Not so good. These days, anyways. There's another Regrower. Or a Giant Growth. I bet you Giant Growth is a decent trick here. I guess the Rupture can be cut. Not big on the Blast. I don't need another Regrower, even though it's really good. I think I'm going to take the Growth. Easy red-green land over another bite. Draw a card for each creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it. Those creatures gain indestructible. It's filler. Another bite. Another heroic reinforcements. I have 3 burst lightnings, a bushwhack, a bite down. I mean, I don't really need another bite down, but I guess. Another courageous goblin can start replacing those thespians if we want to. Man, somebody's going to be really happy with all those heroic reinforcements, or maybe just nobody's red-white. There's a sure strike there as well, although I don't think I was playing that anyways. Evolving Wilds. Am I running this? Maybe I don't need the giant. I probably have too many 4-drops as well. I guess I could cut the Indrik, which is crazy, but then just run 16 lands like that. Go kind of a really Boros or Gruul beatdown deck. 3 burst lightnings, 2 bite downs, and then a bunch of solid like creatures. That doesn't seem bad to me. Yeah, just cut the top end stuff, especially if I'm running fewer lands. Might not be worth running the giant. I mean, this is just good old classic clean Magic here. Still feel like I have too many 4-drops. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 4-drops. Maybe I can cut one of the Prowlers and keep both Berserkers. But what would I replace them with? Just one of these random creatures? I guess Campus Guide as another mana source potentially is okay. Yeah, honestly, that seems fine. I wouldn't say this is an exciting deck, but it's a decent red-green beats deck. Let's ship it and see how we do for this drafto. On the draw, this might be keepable. Yeah, that's probably fine on the draw. See? Easy. Blue, white. Oh, man, that Mystic is so good. 2-1 flying. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, you make another flyer. Gross. Well, this is kind of nice. I can Truffle Snout here. And then attack for 3. Sure. Three, 1, flashy flash. Okay. It's fine. I take 5. I got a 13. I'm going to play the Animist out. And we're going to try to keep racing. If they kill my Animist, we're probably dead, but you never know. Ooh, that one's a nice one, too. 2 mana, 1/1. Whenever another creature you control enters, you put a 1/1 counter on it, and then it gets flying if you have a bunch of counters on it. Could giant growth here and go for the huge boom booms, but I think I'm going to wait and see what they do. Yeah. They actually should have done that in response to the trigger then, right? Man, I can hit them down to 4. Right. Well, this might be a close game. Pretty thankful they haven't been able to trigger the Mystic yet. I don't think I'm blocking here. 2/3, that gets bigger if they have drawn an extra card again. Okay, so okay. I think we need to keep this alive. This is going to be a close game, though. Nice, this is good. So we get to go Ranger here. Okay, I was going to go Ranger into Cavalry. It would have triggered the Ranger. Let's see, we want to make the... Horn Beetle, Menace. Because their blocks are really bad this way. Trade, eat, they go to 1. Nice. Okay. And we're sitting pretty good. There is Day of Judgment in the format, but I think we play around any of the myriad token producers instead by playing out the cavalry there. Nice. Good showing for the red-green beats. Okay. Let's keep doing that kind of thing. On the play, good curve out. 2, 3, 4 here with a combat trick. We'll need to find one more land. Another blue deck. All right, cycle the fleeting distraction. They might be blue-red if they're running fleeting. Oh, maybe not. This is going to be a pretty good curve. Even if I don't draw a land next turn, Horn Beetle is going to trigger the Ranger. Ranger's going to be 4 power and let the Goblin and the Horn Beetle trigger. Okay, sure. Well, they've ramped me by doing that, actually. So that's kind of nice. Letting me play a 4-drop on turn 3. Okay. Hoping here that they don't use Eden by the Dead. So we get to go Horn Beetle. I think I Giant Growth here as well to get the triggers. Because that's a hit for 10. I mean, Burst Lightning is already a way to put them to 1 here. Because notably, if I don't Giant Growth, I don't get the triggers. Interesting. Kind of weird to discard a removal spell, but I guess they saw the discard of the removal spell, and yeah, they're off it. Okay, nice. The red-green beats are working. We're 2-0. Okay, let's go on to the next game. Good start so far. And a pretty nice looking opener. Just need to find a 4th land for that Ashroot Animist. You know, I've realized probably like the last 10 years or so of playing Magic, I don't really memorize the names of cards so much anymore. Like in the old days, I would memorize basically every single card, you know, what they would do, and even some of the flavor text of all the older cards, but nowadays, I have no doubt I am going to very quickly forget the name of Courageous Goblin, for example, you know? I'm always going to reference it as, oh, you know that 2/2 Goblin that gains Menace from Foundations or something. Unless it's a card that's a reprint, I suppose, like Wary Thespian, but... Ooh, so this is an interesting turn. Because I could Truffle Snout and attack for 3 and get really aggro, but then if I miss a land, I don't get to Animist on curve. So I guess I'm going to Campus Guide here. And make sure that I hit that 4th land for the Animist on turn 4. Yep. I don't mind trading for the guide. Llanowar Elves. Alright, 3/3 trample, that can get bigger. Let's go ahead and go for the Animist. And if they can't kill it, we are going to kill them very quickly, ideally. Three mana pass. So I'm going to go ahead and attack into it, but it's going to kind of suck if they have the kill a tapped creature for 2 mana. Make your move. Destroy target creature. Artifact, enchantment, or creature power 4 or greater. Okay. What is the wording on this? This is fine to let it die, because we're going to get the pump still. They should have done this before I attacked. Yeah, they said, oops. They let me... Same thing my other opponent did. They let me attack. Very awkward. 3/3 flying for 4. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on it. Whenever you put 1 or more 1/1 counters on it, draw a card. Wow, that card's quite good. So let's see. Well, actually, can I kill him here? If I attack with both... Yeah, I like this play. Let's attack with both. Assume they're only going to put the 3/3 in front of the 4/2. And now what we can do is bite down, hit them for 7 trample damage, and Burst Lightning kills them. I'm even going to play out the Gnarlid Colony as a 2/2 just in case they do gain a little bit of life. 1 life is okay as I still kill them. Alright, that's fine. Alright. I would like to kick your face for 4. Beautiful. Very, very nice start, huh? Quick 3-0 start. On the play, decent hand. Couple of 2-drops and a nice aggressive Berserker. Ooh, and the Horn Beetle too. So we need to find a creature with 4 power or more. And how about my Animist? What is this? 1/3 Vigilance Prowess. Whenever this deals combat damage to a player, put that many incubation counters on it. Remove 3 incubation counters, make a 2/2. That's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I'm attacking. Vigilance Prowess. Alright, show me. This is a interesting block, but at the beginning of a format, I'm always of the opinion that I just want to see what the opponent has. So while it's not a particularly good play, I just want to do it, if that makes sense. Like, maybe later on in the format, I just never block, but... I mean, I guess because this had Prowess, maybe that was a terrible block. I take that back. It's not like... Yeah, if this was just a 1/3 Vigilance, sure, I always block there. I take it back. That was a scenario where it didn't make sense, because Prowess always Or rather, they don't need anything special for prowess. I did force them, however, to cast the Think Twice there, which was good. Create 2/1/1 flyers, tap a creature. Alright, so they'll get to tap my Animist. I still want to attack here, because they'd have to double block, and I would get a Surveil. Okay. I'm starting to peter out, though. Oh, sure. I'll kill the Drake. That seems good. That is... Okay, I'm going to keep that, because if they don't kill my Animist, it is effectively game over. Because that would be 7, 8, 16, 19 trample damage. So hopefully they... Yeah, perfect. Perfect, perfect. And let's see. 19... So they need to go... They need a mass chump here. They can survive at 1 life while chumping all of their creatures away. Beautiful. You love to see a good thing. Alright, well that worked out. Despite my awful block on the prowess creature. Yeah, that 4/4 for 4, there's a reason we first picked it. Just kills people out of nowhere if left unchecked. On the play again. Ooh. Getting hurt. Can't mulligan, but getting hurt by this hand. This is likely going to be a campus guide that's just a 2-mana 2/1. We still have the potential for like a turn 3 4-mana creature, I guess. Because I might still just play the Llanowar Elves out next turn. I do have quite a few 4-drops in this deck. Though, now I guess I'll probably just run out the 2/1 here. More pressure, and I don't have anything to do with 4 mana next turn anyways. Well, that's exactly what we didn't want to see. Oh, and I got punished! We drew the perfect 4-mana card. Brutal. Brutal, brutal. So green-white, that is more the +1/+1 counter deck. I definitely think I offer the trade for their 2/3 flyer. This is a 2/3 flying Soul Warden in essence. Okay, Animist online. White has a lot of removal that can deal with that, but Cat Collector is not one of them. So they get to make a bunch of tokens, gain a life. Okay. Is this a Vigilance too? No, it's just a 2/3 flyer. So they are committing to taking quite a bit of damage here, I think. Let's just let this happen. They're going to take 6, 10, 12? Sure. And we're still holding open bite down. The downside about not saving my 4-2 is that now if they deal with the Animist, I don't have a 4-power creature. I'm going to let them keep their Cat Collector and their Dazzling Angel here. Ah, they did have a way. Okay. So, a little bit punished by not killing the Flyer or the Collector. Well, we're probably going to lose now without drawing something good. I'm just debating if I want to kill the 2-3 Flyer now, if I want to kill the Token Producer. I've already let them gain 2 life this turn, plus make an extra cat because I didn't kill the Dazzling, but yeah, I probably should still just do it anyways. My intent was to attack with the Animist again, and then if they try to block and kill it, bite down to blow them out, but that's not a terrible draw. I mean, they have another food, so yeah, we're very far behind. Oh man, they have Arabo too. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. Now I have to kill the Arabo, and they're going to get another... Yeah, this game is out of reach now. Seemingly, anyways. So if I can draw a 4-power creature, these goblins can attack as 3/2 menace creatures. I mean, that's not terrible. Oh, that's bad too. Another token producer. Okay. We did draw a decent one. There's a world where I win this game, but it seems pretty far out of reach still. They have 2 more spells left in their hand. That might just been a free attack or a free block, but I don't know what triggers off of that dying. Why did they attack with a 1/1, I question? I should have just made them have it. I should have blocked with the Prowler. Okay, well now I can just block with a 2/2 and see what happens. Something if a creature dies, right? Here we go, Morbid. Yeah, this card's nice. 5 mana, 4/5. Morbid, put 2 counters on a creature. This is over. Got nothing to come back from that. Too many big creatures. So that game might have been winnable had I killed the 2/3 in response. Because I would have drawn, unbeknownst to me, the burst lightning off the top. They would have had, they would have been at 6 life. Oh, I guess no, they still had the food the whole time. So kill the 2/3 flyer in response. They don't get the 1/1 token. They still kill my 4/4. So they'd have a 3/2 and a 3/1. I'd be able to attack with all. Yeah, and if they... Actually, that game was winnable. If I did exactly that play, that one turn of killing their 2/3 prior to the trigger, it would deny them 2 life, it would deny them a 1/1 token, and then I would have killed them for Xaxes, I'm pretty sure. Because their 3/2 would have probably blocked the 1/1. Their 3/1 would have traded with one of my 2/2s. They would have gone to 4, and then I burst lightning off the top. I mean, that's a little bit hindsight, but not even that much. So I think that was winnable. Good to note. Maybe not that interesting, but good enough to note. The Evolving Wilds with Llanowar Elves again. Pain. Pain, pain, pain. Yeah, this is not a good hand again. It's okay. I mean, I'm going to keep it, of course. Green, red. So a mirror match, perhaps. They're just going to run out a gnarled colony here. Gotta go with the Rugged Highlands. That way I can play Battle Song Berserker next turn. Okay, no plays is good. Three mana 4/2 flash. When it enters, exile up to 1 card from a graveyard. Please don't bite me. Oh, they have the Uprising. Okay. So that card could become problematic for us. It's a great draw. We're going to need to try to kill them quickly here. Oh, a second. Okay. Well, now, if they don't develop out to the board, we are going to kill them because... Wow, and they're attacking even. Even though they have better long-term, we're going to, like, with double burst lightning giant growth, that's effectively 11 face damage. Oh, yeah, this is beautiful. All right, so let's go like this. Let's bite their Gnarlid. Attack 5, 8, 9. If I giant growth here, they're dead to a kicked burst lightning, so. Still attacking, you mad lad. Oh, and they pumped the wrong creature. Oh, I see. That makes sense. Sure. Okay, good stuff. I think they got a little bit too aggressive, but it's not like they were going to win that one anyways, even if they had sat back. But with double uprising, I think they were trying, or they should have tried to play a longer game versus us. Okay, keep it going. On the play. It's got a curve. It's not amazing, but it's got a curve. Two drop, three drop, four drop with a pump spell. Alright, looks like I will play it safe and go ahead and grab a land here. Two mana pass. They could have the 2/1 flash blue creature, I guess. Essence Scatter is also in this format as an uncommon. Truffle Snout into Berserker, if they don't have a removal spell, is going to be pretty disgusting too. Oh, that ain't going to cut it. So guaranteed take 5, maybe take 7 if they don't want to trade off their Sprite. One mana think twice, nice. Into 3 mana pass, huh? Let's play this pre-combat as it does get bigger off of Truffle Snout. Okay, priority's yours. Maybe they put a creature on top. Think twice, alright. Looking for giant growth, I guess. No giant growth, probably not a good sign. I don't know if there is a wrath type effect that blue-green can have here. But given the giant growth, every single one of my creatures is lethal. I said I don't really care for red-green, generally speaking. But, I mean, our draws have been good enough. The real MVP, I feel like, has been this Berserker. The 3/4 that gives a creature +1/+0 and Menace. It does really feel like just a different, most valuable Slayer. 6-1 now. Let's go, baby. Okay, let's get that trophy. It's a keep, but it needs to find a 4-power creature. Blue-white Strix Lookout. Let's go with the Wary, get some Surveil value. Yeah, that's good enough. That's a good 3-drop to curve into, because then Hornbeetle on 4 turns that into a 4-power creature, triggers the Hornbeetle, lets me hold up the tricks or play out another 2-drop. Alright, opponent did put a land on top. Let's go ahead and trade. 2 for 2. Yeah, probably just keep another bite down, I would imagine. Pass. Alright, well, lots of bad things can go wrong here for us, but... Let's see if we get to go to combat. You're gonna make your move, boo. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, need to find a different 4-power creature now. Oh, it's that card. Gross. We are going to lose to that one for sure. All right. I have to do this. I absolutely take that 2 for 1. 3/6, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, draw a card. So the way I see it, we got our value out of that. Obviously attacking into something here. That was clear as day, but nothing to do about it. Obviously don't want another land right now. Alright, well now I do want another land. But I'm not going to use Bushwhack for it. Good. Alright, kick the colony. That's going to give us 4 power. So now we attack for 3 menace. Looks like the opponent might be flooding out a little bit. Vanishing Light gets rid of the colony. That's good. Okay. Yeah, they're doing fine again. Oh, the Crawler. Love that one. 3/2 for 3 at the beginning of your upkeep. Each player draws a card. And then whenever opponent draws a card, that player loses a life. I'm pretty happy letting that sit there, even though it's going to hurt us. Nice draw. Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and burst it end of turn. Or go for the burst anyways. Sure. Counter, draw, discard. That's fine. They discarded a Cathar Commando. It's probably not great for us. Okay. Well, again, I don't really mind keeping the Crawler, as it's going to help us as well here. Oh, Valkyrie's Call. That's a fun one. It might be too late for them, but that's a fun one. I'll hover over it here after a second. Whenever a non-token, non-angel creature you control dies, return that card to the battlefield and its owner's control the 1/1 counter on it. It has flying in addition. Very cool card. So, in fact, I mean, I guess just I go to combat now. Make them do something. Do we still win this game? Or do we still just win this turn? Double block, block, take 4. Okay. And then they get all of their creatures back. All their creatures back, bigger, and they draw an extra card. Alright, Burst Lightning, number 2, where you at? They must have a removal spell in their hand then if they're making an attack. Or another creature, I guess. Oh, that one's so disgusting with Valkyrie's Call. 1/1 lifelink that makes 2 3/3s when it ETBs. Yeah, I need to basically just draw the Burst Lightning, it feels like. I guess I just bushwhack their Spectral Sailor now. They can draw a card in response. We leave the crawler alive because we need to draw the burst lightning as our out, I'm pretty sure. Not it. Right? We still have, yeah, we do have one more burst lightning in the deck. I think that's my only reach card. Oh, no, actually I have two. I have 3 burst lightning, so I have 2 more in the deck. It doesn't matter if they go to, well, actually 4, 5, 6, 7. I go to 4. No, that's fine. If I block the air, they get the trigger, right? Yeah, it's one of 2 burst lightnings or bust, and they have to not have a counter. So let's thin out the deck. We've got 2 out of 15. That's not it. All right, GG's. Fun one. Guarded air with Valkyrie's Call. Sick. I wonder if there was something else I could have done that game. Okay, 6-2. Final game, no matter what we do here. Can we get a trophy? Come on. All right, hand is very good here. Wow, this is going to be... If I hit the 4th land on curve, this is going to be a really hard one to beat, feels like. Okay, well... Opponent also looks like they might be on a more aggressive strategy, huh? With the turn 1 Fanatical Firebrand. Oh, mirror match. Okay. Sure. I am down to race. Let's give our 3/3 Trampler haste. If they would like to double block it, that's great. Next turn, Animist, haste, and hit them for 4, 8, 12 is disgusting. You thought we were racing. I mean, they're almost just dead to burst lightning. That's sick. It's not good enough. All right. Wow, this is just 2 ships passing in the night. What a beating of a curve. My god. Hasty, whatever that 4/4 is called. Yeah, that card is just disgusting. If it lives for even 1 turn, and you have the things that we do, especially like giant growth combos. Okay, nice little red-green beatdown deck. Fun one. 7 wins, clean, easy. Foundations is looking to be a decent core set. In the grand scheme of things, it's probably not going to have too much longevity, but I mean, it's a new set. We're going to enjoy it for the first couple weeks, and then we'll see from there. Thanks for watching, friends. We'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.